What up, folks? I am Ultrazilla, and this is my review of the Mythic Legions Soul Spiller Cowarros, aka Battlecat. Aw yeah, my zillions. This is a Battlecat tribute figure from the Four Horsemen. And that is really cool. I mean, as soon as they announced this, I knew I was gonna have to have this in my collection. I got this at ToyCon, New Jersey early in the summer. Just never got around to reviewing it, but hey, you know how it goes here at Ultrazilla Toys, right? I get too many things, and I'm not hurting for review material, that's for sure. But anywho, we are finally here. We're finally doing this Battlecat, dude. And there was one thing right off the bat that I didn't like about the figure. We'll get into that, and it's an unfortunate thing. I have an idea about how to make it better, but again, we shall get into that right now. Look at the articulation on Battlecat. The head is on a ball joint. You got an okay range of movement here. Then you have a joint here at the belly, and pretty good movement. You're not getting too much forward on that, but it's alright. Hinge, swivel at the shoulder, swivel and hinge as well at the elbow, single hinge. You have a forearm swivel there at the glove. This particular hand likes to come out a lot, but there is a hinge on it, and you can swivel that. Splits wise, pretty much a full split for Battlecat. Kicks that much, goes back pretty good. Swivel at the thigh. Also single jointed knee and a swivel. And you got rocker and a hinge at the foot, and the tail is on a ball joint. It does not move otherwise. It's okay articulation. The one thing I gotta point out here, the legs are very loose on mine, so that's not so great. I think I could probably tighten that by getting some like floor polish or clear nail polish maybe in the joint and working it a bit. The joint is like kind of tight within that, so I don't know about using like super glue, but you know, whatever you decide. If you have that problem, you know, go for it. Mine, yeah, I gotta do something about this for sure. So that's a bit of a bummer there. Taking a look at Battlecat here at its base form, proportions are okay. I feel like the legs are a little bit long on a lot of these. The body feels really small, the legs look really long, so it's okay because it's a Battlecat. But for a regular human body, I probably wouldn't like that. The major thing to talk about here, and the thing that bummed me out, is the eyes are messed up on mine. This one is looking off. This one is fine, but this one's looking off. That's frustrating on a figure like this. It makes me sad. I would love to get this guy an eye patch. That would make me happy though. So comment below if you know where to get an eye patch for this guy. That would be cool. Otherwise, the face looks really good. You know, you got the orange paint over the green, and that looks fine. I got it around the ears, around the eyes. The nose is painted well. So, and overall, the sculpt of this head is really nice. I do dig it. The body sculpt is cool. You know, not bad. I know this is one that's been used a lot, so you know, for me, it's not so bad though, because I haven't, you know, used it too much. I haven't seen it too much because I don't collect that much from Mythic Legions. You know, every once in a while I get some of the tribute stuff. But the body is good. It looks really nice. The musculature looks really cool. I like the shading there. I like the orange stripes around. They look great. On the back, you do have these holes here, and that's a bummer for this, you know, plain mode. What are you gonna do? It is what it is. The hip skirt here, hip armor, looks pretty nice. I like it. It's like got like a copper paint over this kind of brick red armor. Really nicely done. Same thing at the gloves. They're very nice and ornate. I dig it. The tail looks really cool. Nice sculpt on that. The fur looks nice. The orange pretty much is fine. You can see right there, could use another coat. Same thing with the legs. There's some spots where it looks like it could use an extra coat of orange. The armor on the legs looks good. I do dig the colors, you know, and these Battlecat colors. So this like copper over the red really works for me, even though we've seen, you know, this armor many times before. It does look cool. The one thing I will say about this body, though, is I do wish there was some more fur on it. We do get an extra piece for this, so it's not the biggest of a deal. But, you know, to have some extra fur maybe on his arms or something would have been ideal. Otherwise, he's not a bad looking figure. He's actually pretty good looking. If it wasn't for your eyes, I'd say all good marks. Get into accessories because that's where this figure starts to shine. You do get these two kind of like adapter pieces. I believe one of them or both of them would be able to go on his back. This one does not. I don't know what these are. You always get them with Mythic Legions. I know at least one of them should go on his back. Maybe this one. Yeah, and then you could like add different armors and stuff. Is what it is. It doesn't really work with this guy, but I'm sure it would work with some figures. I don't know. Cowarros comes with this beautiful sword, as we saw at the top, and then we got a little sheath for the sword, which was also on him, so that would fit in that like that. The strap looks pretty good. Looks leathery. It's nice. The sword is gorgeous. Really love this metallic blue. It's beautiful, and the copper here looks fantastic. Really nice sculpt. This is one of the nicest swords I have for any figure, I gotta say. I just love that blue. We get not one, but two shields here. I don't know why, really, but shout out to Toy Bro. I remember him saying in his review a couple months back that that Battlecat from Masters of the Universe, what was it called? 2000? Masters of the Universe X? 2000X? Whatever it was called. Battlecat had two shields, so maybe that's a throwback to that. I don't know. It could be just a production error. But that's as good a theory as it got. The shield looks really, really good. They put the same, so let's just look at one. You got the blue, the copper again, the wood grain, really nicely done. The wood has got like a little wash over it. All the little like breaks and stuff look fantastic. So you got the blue little gems on this side as well. Really beautiful shield, so I do dig this. Now, if you don't like Battlecat, you could always change this guy into a goblin dude. You know, and you would do that before you would add anything else to this guy. That's how he would look there, but he's a goblin dude with a tail, but you can pull out the tail as well. And now you have a goblin dude with like stripes, I guess, you know? Which is totally fine. It's a really cool head. He's got absolutely no eyes in there. But the teeth look cool. The sculpt on the face is nice. The sculpt on the helmet is nice. The ears are good. It's a thing you can do if you don't want to use this as Battlecat. You just want to use this as some, you know, a little bit less than generic goblin dude. But let's beef this guy up because obviously this body is a little off, like I've said. But you get this awesome, for real, Battlecat adapter piece here. I love the brown strap here that's going around. You got the big blue gemstone in the middle. You got some silver little buttons there. Gold looks good. You know, and then you got more fur. Like I was saying, we need fur. You got the orange striping. And what you want to do is you take off his head. And you pop this over. That will cover some of those. It has its own things, but we're going to be using that. And you put his head back on. And now, I feel like Battlecat's more bulked out here. And I think that looks a lot better, in my opinion. More of a, something different. More of a cat dude. His proportions are still crazy. And you do lose a little bit of the, you know, articulation going upwards. But I'd rather that because it just ends up being a much beefier and cooler looking figure. So that is very awesome. I mean, this is the look for Battlecat, you know, so I dig it. And lastly, to bulk him up even further, we have some pretty standard issue Mythic Legions shoulder pauldrons here, shoulder armor, shoulder pads, whatever you want to call them. Pauldrons. I don't know why that a word always annoys me. I'm weird, guys. There you go. And I think that's even better now. Like, now it looks really cool. So, very nicely done. Covers up all the holes in the back. For your size comparisons, let's start off with the figure that makes the most sense. With their He-Man tribute. So here you go. You have He-Man and Battlecat. Probably should put him on his back at some point. See how that works out. But there you have it. These guys do share a lot of parts. So if you have this guy but don't have this guy, you pretty much know what you're getting there. Here he is with their Skeletor tribute, and that looks pretty cool as well. I like all these tribute guys. Here he is with Hellboy, Thor, Professor Hulk, Judge Dredd, Thanos, and John Wick. And my final thoughts, this guy is definitely a lot better once you bulk him up a bit, armor him up, like so. He definitely turns out better. But, you know, the eyes and the looseness in the legs bring it down a little bit for me. No doubt about it, especially the eyes. I feel like the legs are a little bit of an easier fix. Get some floor polish in there, whatever. Whatever your choice of tightening method is, yeah, that could be done. The eyes could be fixed too, but I shouldn't have to do that. That's one of my biggest bugaboos with any figure is the eyes. I don't really like repainting anything. Shouldn't be my job to do so. So whenever I get something like that, it really bums me out. Especially with a figure like this, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, you know, otherwise it's a fine Battlecat, you know, tribute figure. I think it's pretty cool. Love Battlecats, so this definitely still works for me. Man, I really wish, I think, not wish, but I think I want to get him an eye patch. You know what I'm saying? That is the thing more so than more so than repainting. I want to give him an eye patch. So, any suggestions on which figures have eye patches? Let me know in the comments below. But that's my review. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts below. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Buy me a coffee on Coffee if you dig what I do, or buy yourself something nice on my eBay page. I appreciate the support either way. Make sure to click that bell and become a zillion today. Till next time, peace out, peeps.